Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1171st edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. This video is being filmed on Thursday night for trading Friday. That's May 9th, 2014. Again, for Friday's trading, maybe into Sunday. We'll see how it works. This is video number 1171, and you can find another 1170 videos like this one with a lot of useful information on day trading at livewithoscar.com. If you'd like to join me, I also run a free chat room at all times, 24 hours a day at livewithoscar.com. Come join me. All right, so here we are. ESM Daily 14, the daily bar chart for trading on Friday. What do we see? Traders, we ran into the same thing that happened 5 days ago, a failure trying to get up to the previous highs, turns around, settles down, and then drops the next day. Well, here we are, a failure at the line, drops all the way down to almost the lows and settles at the lower quadrant. That is a failure, but there is more. Look at this. You've seen this next chart in many, many videos now. I have been showing this to you over and over again, and I will continue to do so. The Dow Jones Transportation Average puts in a high and then dumps. Puts in another high, comes off. Third time, puts in a high, higher than the previous one, just like it was higher than that one. A higher high, a dump, a higher high, a dump. Another higher high, number 4, a dump. Another higher high, number 5, and then a dump. Here we are, number 6, another high. It's not higher than the last one, or maybe by a tick. And it looks like it should come off. So I'll show you a few other charts that would probably convince you why it should come off. Let's go look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ trading for Friday, this chart looks horrible. This is a miserable looking failure. Why? Because we've got this red trend line, okay? It shows trend line resistance. You made a high, came off and put a low in, rallied up for another high. This is a daily chart now. Came off and put a lower low in. Rallied up for a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, puts in a low, runs up for a lower high, puts in this low, can't even make it to the previous high. That is a failure, and the fact that it hasn't come back to this trend line again, especially this time, and this time, that is a complete failure. So another lower high, this one gives us this, and now we can't even get above, we can't even get to that high. That is a failure. Nothing has changed for the out-term look for the next few days of this chart since Wednesday's video. Same look, still looks like it's going to fail, need to be a seller of rallies. Then, of course, we can look at this one. Traders, this one almost tells you the entire story. Look at this chart. Russell 2000, right? This one's some picture. The Russell 2000, if I go back here, you'll notice it put in a high, and it dropped, lower high, drops, lower high, drops, lower high, drops. Puts this one in, puts in a lower low. This should be lower low, then lower high, then a lower low, then a lower high. Then it puts in this lower low. Then it comes in and puts in a lower high. Then look what happens. It fails. It creates a bear flag. This thing right here that you're looking at is a bear flag. It drops out of the bear flag, tries to come up, and cannot get to this trend line. Not even close. Major failure. Turns around and closes right here at the bottom of the day. So this is bad enough, the series of lower highs and lower lows, but you add in the bear flag and watch this. Overlay the 200 ball moving average on this chart and you've got a problem. Look at this. We couldn't get back above the average, came back and settled down here. This market has a problem. The Russell not looking good. Then, of course, on the other side of the argument is this. Look at this bond chart. Not only has it created an upward channel, you broke out above the channel, and now you're creating some sort of a pennant or flag above this channel. Look, it's above this channel. Very interesting. If bonds look that bullish, there's a very good likelihood that the S&P is going to come off. So very interesting what's happening there. Don't forget this chart, traders, because this is the chart That is probably what we'll be trading on Friday. And this is the one that we're going to be selling into. Miserable failure across the board in the indices. We are expecting a downward play on Friday. We will be selling rallies. Traders, thank you so much for joining me in these videos nightly. You are welcome to join me for free at livewithoscar.com in my free chat room. You know that futures trading can be extremely risky and cause substantial financial loss. Futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts. And finally, always remember to keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with trying to keep your emotions at bay is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, thank you so much, and I'll see you at livewithoscar.com.